There are a lot of factors to consider when you're deciding whether or not you can or can't tattoo over a particular scar, but that's what this video is for, to help you understand the difference. First of all, it's really important to note that not all scars are created equal. There are different types of scars like hypertrophic scars, keloids, atrophic scars, and each type of scar has its own sort of characteristics and kind of limitations for what you can and can't do with them. Each one's gonna require a little bit different approach. Hypertrophic scars are like raised red scars, usually caused by some sort of traumatic injury to the skin. Now, keloid scars are a lot like hypertrophic scars, but they're a little bit larger and they extend past the area of the initial injury. They're usually raised, they're a little bit harder to deal with. Now, atrophic scars are actually indented into the skin. A lot of times it's caused by like acne and other like skin conditions. Now, when it comes to tattooing over a scar, one of the most important factors to consider is how old that scar is. Generally, the flatter a scar is, the easier it's going to be to go over it. The older the scar, the more time it's had to kind of settle into the skin. A general rule that I've heard is to wait about a year after any sort of major scarring before you try to tattoo over top of it. Like I said, you want to just try to make sure that it's flat and settled in, and it'll take pigment a whole lot better. It allows the scar to be fully mature, settled into the skin, and the skin will be able to heal properly. Another important factor that I think gets overlooked quite a bit is the placement of the scar, where it is on you. If the scar is in an area that's prone to a lot of movement, like elbows, knees, shoulders even, areas that get a lot of kind of like stretching of the skin, has to be treated a little bit differently, because over time scars will kind of move and shift. And if you put something over or around it, that could move or shift with the scar tissue. And honestly, a lot of times those areas are tougher to tattoo anyways, tougher to get things to heal well, but because it's just kind of tough, leathery skin. There's just a chance that it could become distorted and kind of stretch and move over time. If you have a hypertrophic or keloid scar, you have to also be aware that tattooing over it is going to irritate it, and there's a chance that it could inflame it and make it raise up again, or raise up more than it already was. Tattooing over that kind of scar can actually make it more prominent in some cases. So in some cases with like really big scars, things that you've had for a long time, like I've tattooed people with a lot of burns from like house fires and that sort of thing, and a lot of those scars just are not going away. They're not going to flatten out any more than they already have by the time they come in to get a tattoo consultation to see about putting something over or around it. So a lot of times the best thing that I've found to do is just kind of work with those shapes and try to design something that incorporates the thicker or more raised areas into like lighter areas that don't have a lot of actual tattoo pigment that needs to be deposited there. And that way it's a lot less likely to irritate the old scar tissue, a lot less likely that tattoo pigment's gonna fall out when it tries to heal and just doesn't heal well. And honestly, some people just scar really easily. If you have a history of keloiding, of scarring pretty heavily, you really want to communicate that with your tattoo artist as early on as possible. If you hear all the sirens and cars outside, it's a Derby weekend in Louisville, Kentucky, and I mean, the whole city goes nuts, so that's just gonna happen. But yeah, it's definitely important to find a tattoo artist that is skilled in working on scars, that is comfortable with working on scars. It's done it before, that understands how it works. It's important, as always, to do your research in finding the appropriate artist for the project that you're looking to take on. Because not all artists are created equal. Not all of us do the same styles. Not all of us are comfortable with every type of tattooing. And the majority of us, any of us that have some level of ethics, would much rather you get the best tattoo, even if it's not our tattoo. So yes, it is possible in a lot of cases to tattoo over scars, but there are just a lot of things that you need to think about when you're going into that sort of situation. The age and location of the scar, as well as the type of scar tissue, your personal history with scarring. So all of that plays a role into whether or not any given scar can safely be tattooed over and effectively be tattooed over with what sort of design work you're looking to get. It's definitely important to discuss that with your tattoo artist. In some cases, if it's bad enough, discuss it with your doctor to make sure that it's okay to get a tattoo over that sort of thing, that it's safe, and that's going to get you the best possible result. So if you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up, write me a comment down below. Let me know if you've had an experience with getting tattooed over scar tissue. How did it work out for you? And of course, sub to the channel for more videos. Until next time, stay rad, y'all.